Greetings, my name is Michael, also known as CyberKnight-Miky. Welcome back to another Godzilla review, my fellow kaiju fans. And today we're gonna take a look at the latest figure that I am very anticipated to actually have in my hand, which I finally have. Hiya Toys Rodan from Godzilla King of the Monsters. Oh boy, did I wait a long time for this to happen. And before we continue onward, I want to pretty much remind everyone that this video is not suitable for an audience under the age of 13. Before we continue onward, make sure also that you leave a like and also subscribe. And while you subscribe, make sure why not also hit the bell button as well. Anyway, before we rant even further with the overall subscriber thing, sorry about this is literally a YouTube thing. Let's take a look at the overall packaging, shall we? No, when I literally got this from Gun Damn It, which this figure, which there's literally sold out, sadly. But anyways, here we have the overall Monsterverse logo, which is nice added detail, and of course Rodan and the overall promotional images that we literally got in the King of the Monsters line, which this overall figure is literally 4 years late, but it's better late than never. And of course we got the shoulder stands, which I will explain later, but it's really neat that they literally do some details. Oops, sorry, wrote it down. And then at the back we got some Mumbo Jumbo, Hiya Toys logo. And of course we got the overall imagery of the Godzilla temple, with Serizawa literally sacrificing himself to resurrect or literally give Godzilla's powers. I love that scene. And before we continue onward, I want to literally pinpoint out overall my thoughts on King of the Monsters in general, the overall film. And I'm really gonna make enemies after this. That film is better than Avengers Endgame. Fight me over it. Yeah, I said it. But before we overall take a look at the Rodan in general, let's talk about the accessories that it comes with which is these two literally stand connectors that is literally shaped like an H, which is nice, and of course the stand with a claw attachment. But they literally promoted it with just one support arm, which we were really concerned until it was confirmed it's actually 3 arms stand, which huh? Yeah, I was also pretty shocked when I nice. But anyway, let's not talk about this stand, which is just an accessory. Let's talk about the overall Rodan figure, shall we? And let's just say this is better than the S.H.MonsterArts, I guarantee it. Yeah, I may really love S.H.MonsterArts, but wow, the Hiya Toys Monsterverse Rodan is spectacular. Like, holy crap. Like, if we take a look at the overall noggin first, like, this is Rodan, and of course the overall painted pupils, which could have been better, but either way, it's still wonderful looking. And of course he has a hinged jaw, which I will warn, the tongue does not move, and it's literally just both the tongue and the jaw was literally connected together. And I only know that because when I tried to articulate the tongue, the jaw fell off. So there's one way that the S.H.MonsterArts has an advantage, and of course a better air crunch for the S.H.MonsterArts. But the paint just takes the cake, and of course the overall feel, which is amazing. But yeah, the overall crafts and the overall painted detail and sculpting is just exquisite, which is literally the highlight of the overall figure. Like, you can literally see the wingspan of the overall pterosaur, or as they call it, the fire turkey. It's insane. Like, oh my god, this is just, it's long. And of course, it has more of the fiery effect, overall lava effect that they had in the film. Erupted from the volcano, from his slumber. It's just spectacular. And of course, the feet, it's literally stay flush. And of course, it has some soft ratchet, which is a bit scary feeling, but if you literally soften up with maybe a hairdryer or something like that, it will be alright. Like, I have the NECA and the S.H.MonsterArts. I like the S.H.MonsterArts better for articulation, but for overall base and coloring, I give a point for NECA. But yeah, I literally take the cake for the overall best looking, while it took a long time. And of course, like mentioned before, the overall articulation is like, it has some nice articulated head joints, and of course the neck is on a sort of a barbell joint, and of course the sleeves here literally cover up the pterosaur neck, and of course the overall posture just makes it even more better. And of course it has some nice ab crunch, and of course no waist there, but it literally makes it up with this ball joint here, and of course a single ball joint on the tail. Now the wings, they are actually on bendy wire, which you can literally put a pose when he was literally doing a barrel roll onto the jets.
Do a barrel roll!
Literally swung around. You can literally recreate it with this figure. It's just, oh my god, this is some sturdy, good bendy wire. And I only say this because I dealt with bendy wire before, and yeah, let's just say I was not a fan with when they do it on tails. But when it's actually good wire on flat surfaces like wings, then I have no problem. Like the overall, you can literally manipulate the posture, and it will look organic in a way. And of course the painted, I can't always state the overall painted detail of this Rodan, it's just immaculate. Like, that is a pose. And while he can't really do the pose when he literally grabbed the air jet with his feet and he literally bite it, it's still very impressive that he actually can pose with some S.H.MonsterArts posability, because the NECA literally cheated and is just super brittle. And S.H.MonsterArts, while it doesn't have articulated wings and it may have a little bit brittle wings, but the articulation is still nice, maybe even better than the NECA, everything I know. But yeah, there's it. And as for size comparison, here is Snail Shell's Milk Tea Girl with the jacket on, Figma Doomslayer, which is literally the size of one wing, which is impressive, Optimus Prime, and his king, the S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla 2021, which he is bowing down to just to keep him surviving. And last but not least, the S.H.MonsterArts Rodan from Singular Point. And don't expect the NECA or S.H.MonsterArts Rodan 2019, I literally sold them. Overall, Hiya Toys Rodan is an exquisite and impressive piece, and I highly recommend that you get him as soon as possible, because the Hiya Toys Godzilla products really sold out real quick, especially for Hiya Toys Godzilla and Kong on shows on Gundamit and Big That Bad Toy Store, except for Kong and Big Bad Toy Store. But all I'm saying is get him while you still can. And yeah, I gotta say, I'm quite impressed. But I'm still waiting for my Hiya Toys Godzilla. I still love S.H.MonsterArts nonetheless, and I would not even replace the Hiya Toys Godzilla 2021. I'll still have both that version and the Hiya Toys Godzilla when he actually, at one point, will restock. It's just gonna take a long time, but for now, I'm still happy that I have the S.H.MonsterArts Godzilla and Kong, but having Rodan now, and the long-awaiting Mothra and King Ghidorah, yes, King Ghidorah, I'm gonna say, Hiya Toys actually did it. They actually pulled out some banging Monsterverse Godzilla toys that are better than NECA and got S.H.MonsterArts versions. And I'm actually looking forward if they actually making Motos or Skullcrawler, because I just, if they actually make those, I will go moist. Just letting you all know, I'm actually quite happy. But yeah, that was the Hiya Toys Rodan that, while it has some flaws, it's not that perfect. The overall execution of the overall figure with the band wire and the overall paint scheme and looks and feel wise, yeah, it's really a replacement for S.H.MonsterArts for sure. But for the rest of the S.H.MonsterArts line, like the singular point one, yeah, don't expect those to be made by Hiya Toys. They're just gonna make the Monsterverse ones. But either way, get them while you still can. That's my overall response. But yeah, that was the Hiya Toys Rodan 2019. And this is the CyberKnight-Miky signing off. And remember, only time will tell when the King Ghidorah will be released. And will be soon in my hands.